The primary focus of water utilities is to provide safe and reliable drinking water to its customers. Drinking water goes through thousands of tests and a variety of treatment processes to achieve safe, quality water. The reliability aspect of drinking water sometimes goes unnoticed. That is, until you turn on your faucet and no water comes out. There are various tasks and jobs that water utility operators complete on a day-to-day basis in order to ensure reliable service. One of these tasks is referred to as valve exercising. Water utilities have hundreds, if not thousands, of valves throughout the distribution system. Valves are used for a variety of purposes, but the main function of a valve is to stop the flow of water. As drinking water travels through miles of underground piping, valves are strategically placed throughout the system, enabling operators to access them as needed. Valves are typically located at intersections, near fire hydrants, and spaced throughout the distribution system to limit the loss of water and interruption of service to customers during outages. Whenever the flow of water needs to be stopped or redirected because of a water main break or some other reason, valves are closed and opened to perform this work. Whenever a valve is closed, utility operators need to pay special attention to surrounding customers that might be out of water because of the shutdown. Affected customers are usually notified by the utility through the mail, phone calls, door hangers, or direct contact by a utility operator. Since many valves are buried underground, there needs to be a way for utility operators to access them. This is typically done with a piece of pipe referred to as a standpipe or stacking material. This pipe is placed over the operating nut on a valve and cut to match the finished surface elevation of the street. A metal valve lid is then placed on top of the standpipe, laying flush with the street. The lid is pried open with a screwdriver or metal bar. There are many different types of valves, but the most commonly used valves connected to pipelines underground are butterfly and gate. Butterfly valves have a shorter lay length than gate valves. The lay length is the distance between the connections on either side of the valve. Butterfly valves are operated by a rotating disc. Gate valves tend to be larger in size compared to butterfly valves and are operated by lifting the gate up from the seat or bottom of the valve opening. Valve exercising is a term used to describe a routine maintenance function performed by water utility operators. It simply means that the valve is operated or exercised from an open position to a closed position and then back to an open position. This is done to ensure that the valve is operating properly. Valves, like all mechanical devices, can and will break from time to time. For example, the operating nut might get rusty and stop turning, or the rubber seat inside the valve might get damaged or worn, preventing the valve from closing completely, allowing water through. A proper valve exercise program can help utilities identify faulty valves and schedule their repair or replacement. Valves are identified with a valve ID number, and the following information is used to track each valve: size, type, number of turns to fully open or close it, current open or close position in the field, date the last time it was operated, and the number of turns it was exercised. Once the utility operators have their list of valves to be exercised, they plan out their route for the day. When they arrive at the first location, an assessment of the area is conducted to determine if traffic control is needed. When valves are exercised in high traffic areas, special precautions must be made to ensure that the work area is safe. Along cul-de-sacs and residential streets, a few cones and signs are usually sufficient. After the traffic control has been set up, the operator locates the valve lid in the street. Valve lids can easily be lifted with a screwdriver. A valve key is then slowly placed into the standpipe and lowered down until it fits snugly on the valve operating nut. The valve key can then be turned to exercise the valve. Turning the key in a clockwise motion closes the valve, while turning counterclockwise opens the valve. The number of turns are counted and noted on the valve exercise maintenance sheet, along with the date and time the valve was operated. Any problems associated with operating the valve, such as did not close, valve nut broken, valve spun continuously, could not operate, is noted as well. Sometimes a valve might not turn the appropriate number of times required to completely close it. If this happens, the operator will try and open and close the valve several times to see if it will close completely. If the actual turns in the field do not match what is listed on the valve maintenance sheet, the operator will make a note that the valve did not close completely. Once the work has been completed for the day, the information will be inputted into a database or spreadsheet. Any deficiencies would be forwarded to the department responsible to make repairs or replacements. Water utility operators have a wide range of responsibilities and job functions. Exercising valves is one of many responsibilities and job functions working for a water utility.